I have been needing to get this off my chest, guys. The PS5 Pro is just a waste of money. Holy hell, man. I think the PS5 Pro had a lot of potential, but they ruined it with its price. What's going on, everyone? Septic here. And the PS5 Pro is ridiculously overpriced for what you get. Sony recently just announced that we were going to get the PS5 Pro, an upgrade enhancement to the PS5, and there's a lot of great things about it spec-wise. But the thing is that what it does is so minimal that it doesn't really affect much of what you already see in the base PS5. In my opinion, if you already own a PS5, then you should be fine. You don't need another PlayStation 5, in this case the Pro, but there's way more things here that just ruin the console. Before I get to the negatives though, let me at least say some of the good stuff for it. So obviously it's gonna have an upgraded CPU and GPU. It's gonna be way faster, way more powerful, and of course rendering is gonna be also fast. Now this is all great. It's a slight upgrade, just like how it was last time with the PS4 Pro, but I think it's even minimal compared to going from the PS4 to the PS4 Pro versus PS5 to PS5 Pro. Because at least from what I've seen, it's just very, very minimal. Next thing, we're gonna have advanced ray tracing. The ray tracing is gonna be great. It's gonna be even better. That's great. They're gonna use something that they call PSSR, which is basically PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. It's basically like this AI that's used to pretty much enhance 4K visuals, so it looks even more crisp. Of course, one of the main selling points of the PS5 Pro is that it's going to actually boost your games. Certain games are going to get that PS5 Pro boost, and they're going to look even better. Wi-Fi 7 support, of course, is going to be way faster now with that. And then 8K output, and while that is cool, we're still in the infancy of 8K. People right now are still adapting to 4K, as most people have just only used really 1080p. 8K is still very, very young. Now, a lot of these things I've mentioned are great. This is actually good. The problem is that it's so minimalistic that it's not really going to change much, at least from what I saw in the trailer. Yes, there's some things that were blurry in the trailer, right, that they compared to the PS5, and then you see the PS5 Pro version, it's a little bit crisp, but it's so minimal. Not only that, the audacity from PlayStation that the first game that they showed was a PS4 game that has a remaster on PS5. Like, that's the first thing that they showed. I cannot believe them. But this was looking to be a decent upgrade. Like, okay, you know, maybe I can take my PS5 and trade it into GameStop, get some money back, and then use it for the PS5 Pro, you know? I spend a little bit extra, but I save some money, you know what I mean? I get a slightly better PS5 and everything, you know? But this is not just the main negative I have. We're gonna finally get to it, the price. What in the world is this price? At most for me, when I heard that the PS5 Pro was gonna get revealed, I was thinking to myself, it'd probably be at least $599. But no, in the US, it's $699.99. We're just gonna round it up, $700. $700. Now, for some people, they're like, okay, that's fine, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a more powerful system. Like, why? That's, okay, a little bit 200 extra, right? Not what I would have priced it, but it's all right. You know, it's good, you get a lot of things. But here's the problem. It's $700 without a disk drive. This doesn't even have a way to read your discs. This is the equivalent of basically a PS5 digital edition. Are you kidding me? $700 and you don't even have the audacity to give us a disk drive? If you want to have a disk drive for the PS5 Pro, you're gonna have to pretty much spend your own money to get yourself a separate disk drive. And I took a look at how much it costs. A disk drive in the US costs $80. So there's that. So if you want to play your physical games, you have to play that. But it gets even worse. There's only one way that you can stand this console. You cannot stand this console vertically. And the worst part, yes, there is a vertical stand that you're gonna have to pay separately. So if you don't want your console standing up, you're gonna have to pay $30 just for a vertical stand. Compared to the original PS5, that the PS5 has a stand that you can pretty much adjust whether you want it horizontally or vertically. The stand that comes with the PS5 Pro, you're forced to only have it horizontally. This is my main problem. Sony is releasing this PS5 Pro and doesn't have the basic necessities in order to give people options like that disk drive I mentioned, the stand. And let's do the math, shall we? So that's $700 US. And now let's say you want to use your physical games. You have physical games that you have from the PS5 and even the PS4, and you want to still use them on the PS5 Pro. So you're gonna have to spend $80 on the disk drive. And then let's say you can't have it horizontal. You're gonna have to pay $30 for that as well. So we're already looking at $810 US dollars. But that's not all. We haven't taken into effect taxes. when we look at the taxes, it's like a whole different range, right? Depending on which state you live in, the city and all that stuff. It's like taxes range. I've seen it go from like 7% to like 12%, right? So approximately the PS5 Pro with a disk drive and a vertical stand in total will come out to approximately around 850 to 900 US dollars. And that's if you're getting those extra peripherals to use them. This is absolutely ridiculous. With that price, you can basically get yourself a PC that can run on par or slightly better than the PS5 Pro. This is just ridiculous in my opinion. No one is happy with this. Everyone on social media has been saying to Sony that this is outrageous, this is overpriced, this is not worth the price, and this is just absolutely insane. Like this price, this is like you're paying for a digital version. This should be the $600 edition. You're basically paying $700 plus taxes and with the extra peripherals, extra money in order to get a console that runs slightly better than the PS5 Pro. But you want to know something else? Something else that we all learned about? This is not going to boost games to 60 frames. It has been confirmed that this PS5 Pro does not give a boost to frame rate. There's going to be certain games, sure, but not every game is going to get that boost. So what's the point? Because I feel like the main reason I bought a PS4 Pro was because of that FPS enhancement. Now granted, I never bought one myself, but I know people who did, and it gave them that 60 frames from upgrading. I think one of the biggest examples could be something like Genshin Impact. I still remember that game ran atrociously on the PS4. It ran at 30, not even consistent 30, so it would like have horrible dips, horrible loading. It was abysmal. But then when the PS4 Pro came out, it got those enhancements and everything. And then of course it continued on the PS5 with the 60 frames, fast loading, it was great. But this, you're not even getting those enhancements. Whatever the game is, it's already gonna stay like that. Honestly, if you ask me, I don't even know what's going on with Sony. Sony's been taking L after L, and as of recently, they've only had one dub. We don't need to talk about Concord's launch. It was absolutely atrocious. Horrible, like sales. The game is already shut down. It's been a disaster. The good news is that Astro Bot came out and it is an absolute masterpiece. Everyone that I've been seeing that's been playing has said this game is amazing. A beautiful celebration of Sony's IPs and third-party IPs. People have been having a blast with the game. Even though around the same time, Sony made a stupid statement stating that they have no IPs. I have no idea what they're talking about. That dude probably pulled something out of his ass because Sony has a ton of IPs that are pretty much sitting in a graveyard. And then of course, finally, this PS5 Pro announcement. If you ask me, guys, please do not buy the PS5 Pro. If you are not happy with what you saw there, you need to speak with your money because these companies will not listen to you unless you show that you're not going to buy it. It's been said time and time again, if you want to make a change in the gaming industry, you don't like what you see, you have to speak with your wallet. Do not buy the PS5 Pro. Now granted, I cannot control what you buy. So if you do buy it, then that's fine. I hope you get everything you wanted out of it and I hope you enjoy it. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to stop you. If you're planning on buying it, go right ahead. Like, that's your money. Do what you want to do with your money. But for those that want to let Sony know that you're not happy with what you're seeing, be vocal about it on social media. And then the big one, speak with your wallet. Do not buy the PS5 Pro. Anyways, I just wanted to rant about the PS5 Pro because this was absolutely ridiculous. An overpriced console with slightly better enhancements, and with the overpriced money of how much it costs, you might as well just get yourself a PC. That's all I have to say about it. Anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you all for watching. I still have videos that I'm working on and everything with work and whatnot. So I've been kind of like been slacking a bit, and also while I'm at work, I try to edit as much as I could, but I can only really do as much. But this isn't the main video I want to make. I still have something else that I've been working on the pipeline and everything. So guys, future content will come. I just want to say I apologize for the delays. But anyways, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you want to see more from me. Go ahead and like the video, share it around with others. And yeah, I hope to see you guys very soon. I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day and take care, everyone.